You tend to believe in ideas the way you believe in physical objects. So if I say God is an idea, you might think he is less than real, without substance or power. But your physical body is the materialization of your idea of yourself. Without that idea, your body wouldn't exist. And yet, that idea is often the last thing you notice. It is the original energy of that idea that sustains your physical form. Ideas, then, are far more powerful than you understand. If you can begin to accept that your own existence is multidimensional, that you live within a field of infinite probabilities, then you may glimpse, however faintly, the reality behind the word God. And then you might understand why it is nearly impossible to express the true nature of God in human language. God, or all that is first and foremost a creator, not just of the physical universe, but of an endless variety of probable realities, far beyond what you now know. All that is part of all probabilities. Do you think reality ends where your vision ends? You must train yourself to look between events, between objects, within yourself, in those moments when it seems nothing is happening. Pay attention to the events that make no sense. They often point to much larger, invisible ones. You don't yet understand the true nature of matter. You perceive it only at a certain stage. Using your terms, and speaking simply, let's say there are other forms of matter beyond what you now see. This also involves the behavior of atoms and molecules, which appear in your universe only at specific stages. You perceive their activity only within certain vibrational rhythms. When scientists examine atoms, they study only how they behave within your system, but their broader reality escapes your science entirely. Some of you understand there are spectra of light, just as there are spectra of matter. Your physical reality is not especially dense compared to some others. The dimensions you assign to matter are only slight indications of the vast range of possible dimensions. You must realize that each mental act is a reality, one for which you are responsible. This is why you find yourselves in this specific concrete system. If you create a devil, then that devil becomes real for you, and for others who also believe in it. Because of the energy given to it, it can develop a degree of its own consciousness. But it has no power for those who don't believe in it, who don't feed it energy through belief. It is, in other words, a superlative hallucination. Those who believe in hell and think it is meant for them can indeed experience it, though not forever, since no soul stays ignorant eternally. What's missing in those who hold such beliefs is a deep trust in consciousness, in the soul, and in all that is. Instead of focusing on what they call good, they are filled with fear of what they call evil. Hallucinations like these arise from fear and self-imposed limits. The idea of the devil is a mass projection of fear. Mass, because many people contribute to it. Yet throughout time, there have always been those who rejected that principle. Some very ancient religions understood the hallucinatory nature of the devil. In those times, people couldn't imagine a god without also imagining a devil. You weave networks of psychic reality that merge into physical reality. You don't weave them alone, but together, since your thoughts interact with others. You are responsible for your thoughts, and you must learn the power of thought and emotion. But this should fill you with joy, the joy of creation. Once you understand that your thoughts form reality, you are no longer a slave to events. You simply need to learn the methods. Atoms and molecules, however small, also carry their own consciousness and responsibility. Yet there is a part of consciousness that perceives freely, moved by a playful, creative impulse. Thanks to its creative aspect, it can perceive joyfully, without obligation. Even the very air around you sings with its own bright and cheerful consciousness. You are unfamiliar with that lighter burden of awareness, the one that often escapes you. You fear death so deeply that you dare not disconnect consciousness, afraid no one will reconnect it. I don't define good or evil as you do. You think what is good is soft, and what is bad is violent. Since to you, violence and destruction are the same. By that logic, a soft voice must be benign, and a loud one evil. A strong desire becomes bad. You are afraid to project your thoughts and intentions outward, because deep down, you think power is diabolical. But I tell you, this universe is good. It knows its own vitality. That vitality is in you, and you can nurture it freely. Your own nature is good, and you can trust it. When I speak, I focus my energy, but not toward this room as a destination, because in your terms, this room does not exist for me. In fact, in your terms, it doesn't exist for you either. You only pretend to agree that it exists. We are not meeting in a place, not in space or time. The real encounter here has nothing to do with this room, or the people you believe yourselves to be. You know the room is an illusion, that you are in a kind of trance, just as you are in psychological time. If this life is a trance, then you can redirect your consciousness and begin to perceive the greater realities that exist now, in the present.